All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon. How's everybody doing? Did you miss me? Well, I'm back. Kriss is back. Live stream from Boston. Cold, chilly Boston. Not the same as 80-degree, sunny and warm Tampa. But I did my thing, went to my conference, learned a bunch of good stuff, met some good people, all of that. And then came back to snow in Boston. And it's cold. I'm just like, here we are. But hey, look what's going on here. Dogecoin up, Dogecoin down, Dogecoin up, Dogecoin down. This afternoon, right now, it's all the tariff stuff again. Tariff stuff again. And it's not just Dogecoin, it's all the crypto market going up and down. We'll look at some specific ones and what's going on with Mantra. What's going on with our favorite Fartcoin, Jasmy. A lot of different things to talk about. But number one, it's going to be Doge and how incredible Dogecoin is and why Dogecoin isn't going to do what Mantra just did. It's just not going to do it. So let me drop down here in the corner and say, hey, Christoph, how are you? Doge to the moon, all eyes on Doge. Where's my tan? I was stuck in a conference center inside. There's no tanning going on when you're in meetings all day. So yeah, it was actually kind of cold where I was down there because I was in these air-conditioned big rooms. It was dumb. So yeah, it was work-related. It was architecture stuff, research facilities. Interesting, good stuff. Just got to keep up to date on what's going on. Hey, Paul, how are you? KB, good to see you. And of course, good to see everyone, early crew. This is where everybody gets to come together and say hi to all your friends here on the KrissPax channel. Yes, Bruce, Weather Girl is right, spot on with the weather forecast. I didn't expect anything different. Did not expect anything different. So, 42,069. You never know. You never know. So what's going on? Look, it's more tariff stuff. Doge was Bitcoin. Everything was kind of going up nice. And then, Trump starts tweeting or truthing again about China and are there excluded things or not excluded things and the markets just don't like all of that. And so we had Bitcoin coming up here at about 84.9, just about to hit 85, and then it dumps all the way down to 83. But again, where we are right now, it just dumps and then buys right back. So a lot of this is manipulation. That's what we got going on. So here's the big news. The House of Doge. The future of Dogecoin is incredible. So says the House of Doge. To build an incredible skyscraper, you get that? Skyscraper, right? Architect, building, skyscraper, it all fits together. That's why I'm here, guys. You need the strongest foundation. Doge has that. Started from brilliant founders. So, of course, now Jackson and Billy are brilliant. And now the mega talented and loyal Dogecoin Foundation, powered by energy from crypto's most dedicated community. Hey, that's us. That's us. Doge Nation forever. Doge Nation forever, I guess. Fist. Doge Nation. Yeah, so that's what the House of Doge had to say today. So we're still waiting to hear, right? What are the next things for House of Doge? We're getting along middle of April now. So, but yeah, Dogecoin strong. Absolutely. Dogecoin strong. Meanwhile, we've got Trader Allen saying, look, we're breaking out of this ascending triangle up into the 16s. Very good. Come back, retest, which we just did. And now we move higher. So that's a good looking chart for Doge. And we've got the crossover on the MACD, bullish crossover that we had on that last dip. And now we should move higher, just like we did September 2024 was the last bullish crossover. And of course, Dogecoin went higher as well. So once you start seeing prices turn around, the charts start looking pretty good now, right? Hey, do you guys remember? Do you remember on Doge? We had somebody talking about this ABCD thing, right? Remember that? Remember that ABCD? And he said Dogecoin has to come down to 12.5 because this ABCD pattern, right, had to play out because of some fib retracement line. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And guess what happened? No, Doge did not go down to 12.5 cents. It turned around, went up higher to 16, came back, retested 16 again, now comes over. Typical, right? 16 line becomes support, and now we go higher. So classic moves in the works, but I don't know where the bears are today, but it's not happening. Not happening for the bears. Patience, right? Patience. So Dogecoin. So Inevitable 360, one of the Doge devs, he's like warning to all Dogecoin community. And again, you know where I am on this too. Anyone promoting a token, right? Not a coin, like the coin that is the Doge coin, which has its own blockchain. No, these are tokens, right? Alert, alert, alert. If someone is promoting a token, think of it as a scheme. Be careful with things that use the Doge name, but is not Dogecoin. And he's talking about Dogevan here. Now, I talked about Dogevan like a month ago. Those guys were promoting themselves on, in responses to my tweets. And I was like, don't touch it. Don't touch it. If you want to promote Dogecoin, promote Dogecoin. Don't make a stupid token, Dogevan. If someone really wants to help others or save dogs, you don't need a token. And that's what I said a month ago, I think it was, when I was talking about Dogevan. They were going to help dogs out. And I was like, you don't need a token to do that. You really don't. Just promote Dogecoin for whatever your fundraising effort is. You can do that with Doge, the real Dogecoin, not something called Dogevan. So just a little warning. I got a lot of other warnings today too. Meanwhile, Dogecoin releases Lieb Dogecoin version 0.1.4. So, amid warnings of scams, the official Doge Foundation continues to make real and measurable progress in its development roadmap. On Friday, the foundation announced the release of LibDoge 0.1.4, a major update to its Core C library, which allows developers to seamlessly integrate Doge functionality into applications and platforms. This is all growing for Dogecoin. And meanwhile, we also have the 21 shares Dogecoin ETP, that's exchange traded product. And 21 shares has also filed for an ETF, exchange traded fund, in the United States. So all of that is growing for Dogecoin, and we will be looking for a lot more news coming up this week in Doge. So meanwhile, Doge OS, a lot of buzz about Doge OS. This is going to be on the Dogecoin blockchain, and these are going to be, this is going to allow the ability to build on Dogecoin with this Doge OS. Decentralized applications, games, and of course, Doginals, NFTs, all on Dogecoin. So all of that is coming for Doge. I mean, it's just building and building and building. A response to people that say, oh, Doge has no utility. Yeah, it does. And it is growing and growing and growing. Meanwhile, we have Fartcoin. Yes, 250% rally. However, it faces the potential end as buyers near exhaustion. We see this again and again with these tokens. It's like last week was the year of the fart, or the week of the fart, Fartcoin this, Fartcoin that. And someone even in the comments on one of my videos said, Fartcoin is the next Dogecoin. And I was just like, no. It's a token. It's just a stupid token. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, fine. Hey, if you bought Fartcoin low, now's probably a good time to take profits high before it starts whittling back down, because we see that again and again. Doesn't mean it won't go higher, but that's what we typically see. And then, of course, you've got like people jumping on the bandwagon, Fartcoin to $2. Woo! And I'm just like, no, here we go. Of course, this will probably happen to Dogecoin when Doge starts rocketing again, to start getting all of these kinds of things of Dogecoin, because there haven't been a lot of people talking about Dogecoin lately. I've been consistent about it, and a few others, but they'll be back. And a guy just like this one isn't going to be talking about Fartcoin anymore. He's going to be talking about Dogecoin when Dogecoin goes crazy, because that's what guys like that do. I don't even know who that is, but it's like, if he's doing that about Fartcoin, that means he's going to do it about Doge as well. Meanwhile, I was trying to figure out what was going on with Mantra today. And on April 11th, just 2 days ago, there was an interview with the Mantra CEO. And this interview, kind of interesting. This is Patrick Mullen. I think we're going to be hearing more from Patrick Mullen here in the coming days. Mantra's CEO, talking about its newly launched ecosystem fund, the token's performance, which is the OM token. Of course, again, here we are again, right? It's a token. And the future of real-world asset tokenization. And you would think, wow, this is really good. This is 2 days ago, okay? 2 days ago. Congratulations on the strong performance of your cryptocurrency. With so many RWA projects in the space, what made Mantra stand out? Oh, we're proud of Mantra's momentum, growing recognition in the RWA space. What sets Mantra apart is our commitment to building fully compliant end-to-end ecosystem for real-world asset tokenization and trading. Our permissionless chain was designed from the beginning to meet regulatory standards. And you hear all that and you're like, wow, that sounds like a pretty good project. We recently secured a virtual asset service provider license. We've got driving real-world adoption through strategic partnerships. You've just launched the Mantra Ecosystem Fund. There's capital partners. Interesting. Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like on and on and on about all this great stuff about Mantra and what is going on with Mantra. And it's like, wow, okay, that sounds like a really good project. I think I might want to get involved in that. And you see how Dogecoin's price, right, has come up since the 9th, the 10th, and now we're up to 16.5 cents, and that's all looking good. And then you go, huh, Mantra must be doing pretty well too, right? Nope. Nope. If you guys haven't seen that chart, check that out. Down 90%. Down 90% in a couple hours. Now, we don't know what caused that, but unbelievable. There are rumors that the team was selling and then everybody jumped on and just started selling and off it went. You're not going to see that in Dogecoin. So I'm just saying, be careful where you're putting it. Fartcoin could do this as well. You never know. Be careful out there. Be careful out there. This is like $6 to 60 cents. Wow. So a few months ago, people were talking about Mantra and OM, and it was like growing billions of dollars in market cap. And so still waiting for all of the news to come out on this because it's happening right now. But as I was looking for news about this, I couldn't find anything. This is OM, which is Mantra. OM is the name of the token, which was in the top 100. Not anymore. Not anymore. That is like, wow. I wonder what the crypto bubble looks like on that one. Wonder what the crypto bubble looks like on that one. See what page it's on now, right? Because it's not in the top 100 anymore. There it is. There it is. Wow. Just fell off the table. It has lost billions of dollars of market cap. Billions of dollars. Wow. So, yeah, just be careful out there. Doge is going to go up and down, and it's going to do its thing. I mean, you zoomed out on the 4-hour, it really doesn't look like much. You zoom back in on the 15-minute chart, and it's like, yeah, some up and down action, but it's really not that, it's not that bad. What's better to look at, of course, is like how this slow and steady growth since the tariff dump that we had a week ago. Yes, this was just a week ago, Sunday into Monday morning, where Dogecoin dropped all the way to 13 cents. And of course, I was buying, right? I bought on the way up here at 14. And then on the next dip down at 13.8, I bought more Dogecoin. So I continued to buy Dogecoin on the dips. And now it's a pretty good buy. That was a pretty good buy there. So Doge is looking good. Now Bitcoin at 84K. We might have sort of the tariff fears are all priced in now, and now we can just start going higher. That's what I'm looking for. And then just one more note before I get to all of you guys in the chat. It's tax season, right? Hope everyone's done their taxes. And I hope nobody lied about your taxes, because there's this guy who back in 2021 was trading CryptoPunks, and he made $13 million in profits, which he did not claim on his taxes. He didn't claim the profits on his taxes. In fact, he didn't even check the little box on the 1040 form that said whether you've traded digital assets or sold any digital assets. He thought he could hide it. A 45-year-old trader from Pennsylvania faces possible jail time after pleading guilty to underreporting his income from CryptoPunk sales because he thought that he could avoid millions in tax payments. So now, not only does he owe $3.5 million, but he could be going to jail. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? If you think you're going to skim a little, oh, they'll never find me. Well, sometimes it takes them a little while to catch up. But yeah. So Mr. Waylon Wilcox here is in a heap of big trouble. Not worth it. Not worth it. Pay your taxes. You know, you made money, which is great, but pay your taxes. And I will be writing my big checks for my 2024 crypto profits on Tuesday, April 15th. I had all the money, had it up on Robinhood where I was earning interest, did a couple swing trades, made a couple $1,000s off of it. Also was in that Robinhood gold contest, trying to win a gold bar. I guess we find out maybe in a week whether KrissPax won a gold bar from Robinhood or not. That would be cool if I did. But yeah, don't cheat on your taxes, guys. Not worth it. Not worth it. They can catch up to you. So, meanwhile, it's a Sunday going into the trading week next week. And I think, a lot of that tariff fear stuff is behind us. And we can finally have a decent week of trading. Saturday was great. I mean, the prices of everything going up was great. Nice run from Doge all the way from 15.7 up to 16.9. Didn't quite eclipse 17 cents. And then last night, overnight, just a little profit taking, little selling. But then again this morning, getting bought back up, a little more profit taking, bought back up. Then we had this little tariff dump here on the news. We don't know what Trump is doing with China, and are there exclusions or not exclusions, or is this just the start? Xi Jinping doesn't want to talk to Trump. Trump doesn't want to talk to Xi Jinping. It's going to be that kind of news stuff going on and on and on. So that's what we got. How you guys doing? OM just died. Looks like it. It looks like it. The true meaning of dump. Yes. John got a new job. Congratulations. Charles bought more on the dip. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate that. Fartcoin to the moon, not. Right. And that's a top point. Exactly, A-star. Once you're seeing all those videos, particularly guys that look like that, right? And are talking about prices that the thing's most likely not going to reach. That is a top. What does the Fartcoin chart look like? What does it look like? It's at 83 cents now. It's going to $2. No doubt, right? Wednesday, Friday, a couple good green days, right? But then you zoom out and you go, oh yeah, it was already over $2. It did that back in January. It's looking to me like this is one of those classic, it's going to dump to a recovery and then it's going to dump lower. To me, that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. I don't even know where this 92-cent line came from. We already had it on the chart. We must have been looking at something back here. But now it's like, that's kind of what it's looking like. So if you guys are holding Fartcoin, I don't know, man. This daily chart, not looking so good. Doesn't mean it won't turn around and go a little higher and get another push, but especially if you bought down here, you know, 26, 30, 35 cents, right? You've more than doubled. Take a little off the table. Take a little profit. Now, Jasmine, yes. Jasmine has gone on a nice run. Now that is a much better chart than Fartcoin, in my opinion, because it is showing continued recovery up and not what Fartcoin was doing. So that is starting to look like a nice recovery for Jasmine, especially on a red day like today because of the tariff stuff keeping things down, but Jasmine is still up in the green. So Jasmine's looking strong. The other one that did well is Fetch. Again, long recovery to do for Fetch, but also starting to look like it's curling back up here for Fetch AI. But everything else pretty much kind of in the red. Kind of in the red. But, you know, 2% was up 5% yesterday, so a little 2% breather today. PaxCat will take the gold bar. I won't let PaxCat anywhere near that bar, Charlotte. No way. Oh, PaxCat wasn't going for tariffs on cat food. PaxCat just sold Mitch. Yeah, that was PaxCat's secret stash. Sunshine, how are you? PaxCat. If PaxCat has a job making money, that would be something now, wouldn't it? That would be something. He's just like, just chilling. Just chilling. I'm good, Jay. How are you? DB, you have an old job? I've had my job for quite a while. I like it. 16-cent Doge for 2 more months before any action. I think we're going to see a little bit better than that. Now, we might go back to 16 cents sometime over the summer, but I think this spring we're still going to go higher. I know those face expressions. You just see that and you're just like, it'll be interesting to see how that Matt Wallace lawsuit comes out. If you guys saw that from last week. He thinks that he's living the easy life just doing these conspiracy theory things on X and making all this money. Well, now he's being sued. So. Executor, how are you? Thanks for the super chat. Happy Palm Sunday to you as well. Hope you and your family are well. ETH. I still can't believe how many are calling for ETH to do well going forward. And it's just a terrible chart. That's just a terrible chart. Meanwhile, Bruce says the Bitcoin dominance. We should have all bought Bitcoin dominance, right? Look at that chart. You're right, Bruce. Should have just bought Bitcoin dominance. Up, up, up. Melt down the gold bar to make a gold chain for the cat. Nope, Jasmine's not being delisted, AJ. I don't know what game Binance is playing. I mean, they did get rid of a bunch of other kind of worthless tokens, but why Jasmine was even on that list being considered, I have no idea. I have no idea what Binance's problem is with Jasmine. It's obviously a crypto that has a huge community. It has great support. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? I mean, you even know who the people are behind it. They're all public. I don't know. Hi, Yuli. Did you miss me? I'm back. I'm back. Got back late Friday night. Saturday morning, woke up. A couple inches of snow on the ground in Boston. It was predicted, so I knew it was coming. But after 80 degrees and sunny in Tampa, and you come back to Boston, and it's rain, sleet, snow, cold. But I'm not moving to Florida. No. I couldn't live in Florida full time. No way. Nice place to visit. I'll visit it every now and then. But not moving there. Not moving there. Yeah, you haven't followed Matt because he's not doing videos. He's now on X, just posting conspiracy theory bullshit. And he gets community noted a lot. And he just keeps pumping out all this crap. So you know he was only in it for the money. He didn't care about Dogecoin. He didn't care. He was only in it for the money. We could see a dip back in the 15s, Ricky, man. But right now, I'm like, right now we're showing good support above 16, and depending on what the news is tomorrow and how it all shakes out with this tariff stuff, Bitcoin is 84,000. It just about touched 85K. It was there yesterday, last night. So I think we're going to see Bitcoin back up to 90,000 not too long from now. So my 20-cent Dogecoin price prediction for April still in play. Pump.fun should have a tougher process behind it. No, you don't need anything to register. But that was the beauty of what made it so fun, right? Was anybody could do it anonymously and just make all these crap tokens for nothing. Just give it a little ETH or a little SOL, and you're You got yourself a token launched. It was too easy. I think that's kind of dying out a bit now because so many people who were chasing those stupid tokens lost so much money. And all that came out about all the dev teams that were like hoarding tokens and selling them as soon as the price went up on anything that looked like it had any legs. God. New world. If you buy crypto, don't trade or sell. Do you owe taxes? Nope. Not until you sell. Not until you sell. That was one of the things that Kamala Harris wanted to tax, was unrealized gains. Boy, that helped tank her campaign quite a bit. Bad economic policy. Taxing unrealized gains. I'll take 15. I got me some of that 14 Doge. Yeah, we don't know what happened to Mantra yet. When rumors are that the team just started selling right and left, and that was just 2 days after this this interview I was looking at, talking about earlier with the CEO of Mantra, which all sounded really good. This guy, Patrick Mullen, I don't know how he can dump 90% 2 days after this glowing interview about all the great things that Mantra is doing. I don't know how that works. Well, I don't even know what that thing is, but I don't want to know. Don't name something Doge and call it the new Doge. That's dumb. Yes, Bitcoin can go over 100K. Yeah. Hey, Jay, how are you? Hey, John? There's a $200 million Bitcoin long. I wonder what their liquidation price is for that amount of money. Wonder what the liquidation price is. I don't know if we're going to see that. Not knowing what exchange that is on, but a $200 million long. So it doesn't look like it's been on in the last 24 hours, or at least not on Binance. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, not showing up where I would normally see it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. $200 million leverage long trade. Yeah, there's nothing that big on this chart. So yeah, I don't know. We can look at the Doge chart while we're here. I don't think there's much going on Doge leverage right now. Well, there's a couple big ones down here. 15.5 liquidation at 15.5 cents for Doge. A couple big ones down here. Yeah, Mego, I'm new. It looks like it's, again, really, really low trading, and it's bouncing from $1.05 to $1.25 back and forth. There's rumors that the Trump administration wants to stop Chinese companies from trading on the New York Stock Exchange, which kind of gets one to think, like, do I want to keep playing the game? Because if they all of a sudden delist, you don't want to be stuck with money in it. So I may just, this may be my last one. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. You still think 12.5? I don't know, Simon. I don't see 12.5. I don't see that happening. We had an ABCD thing last week where someone said 12.5 and we went up to 16 cents. Yeah, Megal went down to like $1.05. We'll see when it opens tomorrow where the trading is. Hey, Leo. Let's go Doge. Should I ask when we're meeting up in Boston? I still think the fall. Big party in Boston this fall. Somebody posted on Reddit. Well, caffeine, you never know. There could be a $200 million long. It's just not on, one of the major exchanges that reports that stuff to CoinGlass. So there very well could be. Typically, you want to see a snapshot of the trade, not just somebody saying it. Now, again, Simon, I don't think 12.5 is in play. We just looked at that from last week when someone said we were going to 12.5. That was this mark. That was this move right there. That was this ABCD pattern, and it was supposed to come down to 12.5. And instead, it bottomed at about 13.8, 13.7. That's where I bought on the dip, and then it went up to 16 cents. So I do not see 12.5. I mean, I'll keep this on here. I was going to delete all this, but I was like, I'll keep it on, see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. Now, there would have to be some really bad news, and Bitcoin would probably have to tank down to like 74K. There'd be a $10,000 drop on Bitcoin to get Dogecoin to go down to 12 cents. I think everyone's just kind of exhausted on this whole tariff news thing, It's like, yeah, we've had enough. All right, Simon. Well, good luck. Are you trading it, though? Because you got to trade it. Otherwise, if you're just drawing pictures and just saying stuff and not really trading it. I still don't think the 90-day pause is going to keep markets low. I don't. I think this gives the ability for stocks and crypto to recover and then kind of roll through the summer with some dips probably. Yeah, Doge Day is coming up. We're a week away. So next Sunday, I'll be here celebrating Doge Day on a Sunday. But I'm not expecting anything big. Usually we don't see it, but we do have a lot of fun. Everyone smash the like button. Thank you, MB. Reminding people, 69 likes is nice, but I think we can do better. The 90-day hold on tariffs. See, uncertainty in the market. Yeah, there'll be some. I mean, it'll keep things from really flying. I mean, Saturday was certainly nice across crypto, seeing most cryptos up 5 to 10%. But pulling back today as Trump starts talking about tariffs again. So that's keeping things down a little. We'll see how that plays out. If we get 100 likes, we're going to do a Dogecoin giveaway. 100 likes, guys. Can we do it? 100 likes. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with Mantra, John. The rumor out there is that a bunch of insiders or team members dumped all their tokens. That is the rumor that's out there. For those that don't know, this is what we were looking at. Was just total bottoming out here from $6 to 60 cents. Nice 90% drop in Mantra. Started at about noon today. And then it just cascaded down. Big dumpage. Big dumpage. That is not a pretty chart. And if somebody's trying to buy in down here at 58 cents, 55 cents, good luck. Who knows what this thing is going to do from here? That's just gambling. But I mean, if you bought at 50 cents and it went up to 60 cents and you did a little swing trade there, you made a little 20% profit. This is about all this thing is good for right now. It could always just go lower. Have no idea. Hey, Dancing Doge. 9 more likes, guys, and we're going to have a giveaway. Because you guys missed my giveaways. If I don't have a live stream, I don't give away any Doge. A few more likes and we'll have our giveaway. December 20th, Doge was 9 cents. Oh, 2023, yeah. $40x leverage of 5 million. Yeah, they'll hunt that down. Again, I wonder what the his liquidation price is. 40x leverage. Yeah, they'll get that. It looked like we were gearing up for something big coming, but guess what? Well, tariffs and leverage trading. The market makers are going to hunt that thing down. 40x leverage. Well, John, there's no way to know who liked and who didn't. YouTube doesn't give me that data. So I don't know. Elon, it's not that he doesn't care about Dogecoin. It's just he's busy doing many other things. He said he always liked the cryptocurrency. That's not going to change. Hey, Doge Tipping. How are you, man? Good to see you. 420 is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun day. Now, if the price is going to go up, I don't know. We haven't seen that in the past. Kind of gets overhyped a bit on the trading. A lot of people shorting Doge on that day. But it'll be fun. It'll be a fun day. Thanks for stopping in. And with that, we will have a Dogecoin giveaway, guys. Yes, that's right. Haven't had one of these in a while. So let's do this thing. Let me get this set up here. And the word of the day is Dogecoin. So if you want to enter the Dogecoin giveaway, just type Dogecoin in the chat. With a capital D, Dogecoin, type it in the chat, and you'll be entered. That's all it takes. You don't automatically get entered just to being here. You have to do something to get something. So you have to type in Dogecoin in the chat. We'll be doing 3 draws, 33 Dogecoin each draw, as I typically do for the Dogecoin giveaway today. And I'm going to enter too, because I still haven't won one of my own giveaways. So I'm in there too. And this is the way here on the KrissPax channel, Doge tipping. Giveaway Doge. Well, thank you, Sunshine. Maybe I'll win this time. Yes, Taser. Literally nothing will happen on 420. But that doesn't mean we still can't have fun that day, knowing that the price is going to go down. We can still have fun because it's Doge. It's Doge. Oh, DB is coming in with a super chat, thinking that he might win by putting a super chat in, might give him an extra advantage. Huh. Nice play, DB. Nice play. Yeah, Christoph. Yeah, what do you mean nothing's going to happen on 420? Yeah, Fartcoin. Yay! You're not going to win any Doge. You're putting Fartcoin in the chat. That's for sure. Oh, a preemptive rigged MB. Yeah. Anybody else want to enter? Yeah, we got one more week till 420. One more week. So not today. Christian says Dogecoin's going to go high on 420. Yes, it's going to be high. Hey, DB, it's worth a try, right? It's worth a try. And the live stream gods here on StreamYard, they may like that stuff. I don't know. They may like it. Okay, is everybody in? Dogecoin? We got 3 giveaways to go. Let's go with the first draw. Here we go. Who's going to win some Doge today? DB was close. Charlotte was close. It is King Eli. Hey, King. Congratulations. I got to get my my ledger up here. This is giveaway number 41. King Eli. So you have a choice. King. You can say, yay, I won. Or you can say, pass it on. If you thought that you just wanted to win for the fun of it, but you want to just pass it on and we can have another draw, which some people have done. So let us know. Charlotte, you were close. Yeah, but it's rigged. Rigged. Waiting to hear from King Eli. Acceptance or pass it on? What do you think, Eli? I know, Peter, right? Mantra just shat the bed today. Smoke them if you got them. King Eli is typing up a witty response. My spreadsheet is only on Patreon, John. There's no way for me to get it to you through YouTube. That's only for Patreon. Eli, are you here? Otherwise, we pass it on for you. Bueller. We will do a countdown. For those just joining, we are having giveaway. We just had our first draw. You got to type in the word Dogecoin in the chat to be entered. If you've already typed Dogecoin in the chat, you're already entered for 3 draws. And it looks like we may be redoing the first draw because King Eli fell asleep. How can you fall asleep during these draws? This is pretty exciting. We're going to draw again because I can. Kevin Dillon. Charlotte was close again. Hey, Kevin. Congratulations. Woohoo. Kevin's in the house. All right. We got that one done. Congratulations, Kevin. I will show you the email to send my email address that you need to send me an email to when the draws are done. So we are now going to go with draw number 2 that Kriss is going to win. Kriss is going to win. I can see it. I can see it. Kriss is going to win this one. Here we go. Oh, so close. I was close, but Harry wins. Harry, the JJ? Harry? No, not Harry 2.0. That is not you. That is not you. I know that. You're welcome, Harry. Congratulations. Yeah, the drawing is done through StreamYard's giveaway tool. Is how they do it, and it's pretty good. Randomized, does a good job. Charlotte's been really close, like 3 times. Here we go, drawing number 3. Compo. Compo, congratulations. Congrats. You gonna take it or pass it on, Compo? I like the bowl. You're thinking right with the bowl. You're thinking right. Second time winner. There you go, Compo. Congratulations. All right. For the winners, you need to send me an email, and that will be to krisscrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto, krisscrypto@gmail.com. And in your email to me, include your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address. Yes, I need your Dogecoin wallet address so I can send you some Doge later tonight. So congratulations to the winners. Meanwhile, Dogecoin has not been cooperating. It's supposed to have green candles during the giveaways, not red. Who said pass it on? Compo's going to pass it on. Look at that. All right. Well, guess what? We will pass it on. Thank you, Compo. Compo already won before and received his Doge. So we're going to draw again. Yep, I got you, Compo. Thank you. Sharing the love of Doge. Sharing the love. Everybody gets another chance. Let's go. Maxim has won before too. Maxim. Congratulations, Maxim. Also with a bull, with a Doge riding on the bull's back. I like that. I like that, Maxim. Rigged. There you are. Rigged. Congrats, Maxim. Congrats. Oh, that name is a little suspect. Yeah, that's all we need, Charlotte, is, you don't sell the Doge that you win. You keep it, hodl it. Don't sell it like Anthony did. Remember when he got 69 Doge and he sold it? It's just like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Right, Nigel. We're all winners because we're here talking about Dogecoin. So we had Kevin, Harry, and Maxim. Our three winners. We need $1 Doge already. All in due time, Ramsey. It's going to be hard to get up there. It's going to be hard to get up there. I'll never sell my Doge. I'm the queen of Doge after all. Anyone hodling Doge is a winner. That's right. Big things are coming for Dogecoin. That is for sure. I mean, Trader Allen, he's just like, he's posting like all these very bullish charts. The breakout from the ascending triangle. We've got the bullish crossover on the RSI or in MACD. Bullish crossover, meaning what can happen next? Let's do it. The Trump token may hit $1 before Doge. Yeah, $8 now. Yep, $8.25 for Trump token. Wow. My collectible, my poor Trump collectible going down. Somebody said something about Soros, like buying XRP or something. I don't know. Rumors. That's all I heard. What did you hear, Nigel? $0.65 Doge would be good, A-Star. That's what Alan's chart here has. Is this going up to 65 cents right there? That'd be nice. 65 cents. Now we're trying to hold 16. Peter wants to see the stock RSI. Stock RSI is up. Stock RSI is up on the daily. It can stay up for a while. We saw it back here. From March, the crossover was March 20th. And then it had a reverse crossover and then crossover again on the 27th. So for like a week, that was all up over 75. So we could see that again. Someone in the Trump Treasury Department who worked for Soros is trying to get the government to buy up XRP. The government is not going to buy XRP. No. The government is not buying XRP. The government can't even get themselves together to buy any Bitcoin. So, hey, Stephen, I'm here. I'm here. No, I was at a conference last week down in Tampa, Florida. But I'm back. Anthony, did you hear your name? Did you hear your name? In my opinion, Doge will still be a sell on strength. I don't know. It's looking pretty good over the past week. Yeah, conference was good. The only problem was it was in sunny Tampa, Florida with 80-degree weather, and I was stuck inside in air-conditioned conference rooms. But learned a lot. Saw some people I hadn't seen in a while, met some new people, all good. Good conference. And then I came back and it was snowing in Boston. It was just like, oh, great. Awesome. Ripple may gift 50 million in XRP for a fine. I mean, can the government even accept XRP tokens? I don't know. I don't know. Well, glad to hear that you're glad that I'm back. Back to my regular schedule here, starting on a Sunday. Be live again all week. Got a lot of catching up to do. Had to do the giveaway, though. Had to get that done. So that was good. PexCat missed me. You know, he really didn't. I got home and he looked at me and he was like, eh. He really didn't. I know, Anthony. I know what your view is. In fact, you were talking about 2-cent Dogecoin. But I don't see that happening. So we have differing views on that, Anthony. Differing views. 6 to 8 cent Doge. I just don't see the economy crumbling like that, because that's what it would take. Let's see what Mantra's up to now. Is it holding 60 cents? Huh, look at that, up to $1. People are trading this thing. Could have doubled your money. Bought it at 50 cents and now it's up at $1. Wow. This is crazy on Mantra. Brad Garlinghouse said on the news the other day that they've given the SEC the option of XRP for the fine. Right, and the government can't accept it. So there's no way for them to accept it. The only swing trade I have going on right now is Megal, the Megal stock. It's the only one I got. I haven't looked into anything else right now. Got to see how Monday goes. Yeah, John, there's no way the government can accept XRP tokens to pay a fine. There's no way they can accept it. Yeah, and Brad Garlinghouse talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. You cannot believe anything the guy says. What if, whatever. It's like there have been stories about XRP for years and years and years of what it can do and all these great things, and it just, no. Yeah, good luck with your helium project. I just didn't get into it. And yeah, XRP is scammy. Exactly, Nigel. Garlinghouse is just going to talk and talk and talk and worm his way in whatever he can, because, I mean, he's like the CEO of the company. So obviously he's going to do stuff like that. You didn't do Megal because of the tariff thing with China? Yeah, I thought it was worth it when it dipped again. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go for it. Exactly. Brad reminds me of a used car salesman. Exactly. Waiting for 50 cent. You'll be surprised, Anthony, how quickly Trump will turn the markets around. You'll be surprised. It's not going to be 4 or 5 years. Yeah, you know I'm not a fan of XRP. Never have been. $2. Just holding on, $2. 50 cents. Whew. That'd be a big drop right now in XRP. I don't see XRP dropping to 50 cents. Even in a bear market from this point, I don't see that happening. Too much support behind this thing. The XRP chart actually doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look bad at all. It just touched the 50-day. It gets over the 50-day. It'd be a nice good run for XRP. XRP doesn't look too bad. Of course, this is where I sold my XRP up here, right around $3. That was a good sale. Got out of it, booked my money. Yeah, I'm good. Took my profit. Well, let's see. XRP hit $3.40 here, Jay. That was mid-January, $3.40. So just to get back there from where it is now would be a 62% gain. And how much is Bitcoin? What would it have to gain in order to reclaim its all-time high? 31%. So Bitcoin goes to 109, XRP would have to double that in percentage gain, would have to double what Bitcoin does for Bitcoin to go back to its all-time high at 109. I don't know, 340. Dogecoin on the 4-hour chart, I was looking at, let me get rid of this first. I was looking at the RSI. Yeah, that was, no, that must have been the daily chart. Yeah, that was the daily chart. Because we had the price from 11 March to 7th of April was a lower low, but the RSI ended up actually going up. So they call that a bullish divergence on the RSI on the daily right there. Usually a good sign. This is just Sunday afternoon tariff stuff, is all this little sell-off is. Bitcoin going lower. Another day, another profit taken. You're hoping you can short a fix ETF? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you do that. Jason, yes. Good to be back. I got out onto the Riverwalk there in Tampa for at least an hour or so during one of the lunch breaks. That was about it. Had a nice dinner at the Pearl on Water Street. That was pretty nice. Tampa's all right. Right. Trump can turn the markets around. Money is gone from the market. It'll come back. It'll come back, Jason. You're trying to swing trade XRP? Last summer, swing trading XRP was the thing to do. Anytime there was a bit of good news, you wait till it peaked and then you sell, and then it sold off. You could buy back in on a lower price, and then more little good news would come and it would come up again, sell, What's Mantra doing now? $1.02? This is crazy. Yeah, so from 50 cents to $1, it doubled. I don't know who was buying this thing at 50 cents, though. Is this a dead cat bounce, or does it stabilize? The tariff thing continues. Agreed. No, we're not going to hit $4 XRP anytime soon, Jay. Even with all that great momentum that we had back in December, January, the highest XRP got was $3.40. In the fall, if things are going crazy and Bitcoin goes to like 200K, then we might see XRP at $4. But it's not going to go up there on its own. Too many fake outs on good news have happened. Yeah, October, December rally. That's what I've been talking about. Same thing. Ryan, all those predictions out there are just crazy. It's like, whatever. $60 XRP, $100, who cares? It's garbage. All those predictions are garbage. They're not based on anything. But yeah, it looks like Mantra is kind of steadying here just over $1 right now. Interesting. Doge starting to move back up. So yeah, up and down trading today. I know gold has just continued to go up. I don't think it's some people are saying, oh, gold is going to turn around, it's going to drop. I don't see that. I think it's going to stay up. Look at that chart. That's a great looking chart over the past few days. If you were going to trade something, it would have been gold, right? Just up, up, up. Milkman, how are you? Yep, I agree. You grow. Trade sideways for a bit, and then it just continues on up. 3,500, 3,600, maybe 4K. Peter Schiff is happy about that. I'm trying to win my gold bar from Robinhood. I guess they announce it a week from Monday. Who won the gold bar? If KrissPax wins that gold bar, that's going to be huge. Gold bar. I've been a loyal Robinhood customer. I bad talk them every now and then just because of their crappy crypto platform. And you don't get the price you want because of the huge spread between the bid and ask. But other than that, I support Robinhood. What am I going to do with the gold bar if I win it? I have no idea. I don't know. Just put it up here on the shelf. It'll just sit here. There's one gold bar, Weather Girl, and then there's a bunch of like fractions of gold they're giving out. But I want the gold bar. That would be cool. No, Doug, it's not yours. It's mine. I've got 69,000 entries for that gold bar. 69,000. I can do a gold bar giveaway. Yeah, it's a paperweight, exactly. Me and my gold bar paperweight. Thank you, Weather Girl. I hope I win too. Everybody will get to share in the success. The doorstop. I got to keep the cat away from it. Grove says, every single Doge I bought was on Robinhood. If it wasn't for them, I would have none. 260,000 entries. What? Get out of here, Jay. You put $260,000 onto Robinhood? I thought my 69K was pretty good. Wow. Oh yeah, Schiff is still beaming and he's still calling for Bitcoin to be crap and going back to 20K and whatever. All right, Jay. Well, good luck. Good luck on that gold bar. If Jay wins, we can all say, hey, we know Jay from the KrissPax channel. Good luck. Except that bar's mine. And one entry could be enough. Exactly. It's probably rigged. Right. If Jay wins, he can have a gold giveaway. There you go, Jay. I know. Gold bar up on the mantle, just sitting there. Just gold bar. Peter Schiff is only partially right, Anthony. He's only partially right. Bitcoin isn't dropping down. $83,000 still for a Bitcoin, despite all the crap going on about tariffs and all this stuff. Bitcoin is still $83,000. So, well, Aussie, I would guess that they're actually giving away real gold, because if they gave that away and then somebody had it checked and it ended up not being real gold, Robinhood would look really bad. So, yeah, I don't know where Peter Schiff is going to go with all this stuff. I mean, it's nice that, I mean, a lot of the reason he supports gold is because he has his own little gold trading exchange, since you can buy it through him. But I would trade the gold for BTC and Doge. Melt the gold. Yes. Wear all the gold. You have 100 entries? I figured it was rigged like the Doge draw here. Awesome. Well, it'll certainly be fun to see what happens. I hope someone I know wins it. Fartcoin still going up? I don't know. Last I looked, it was starting to level off. 80 cents. That's going down. See that? It was up here at 96 cents. Fartcoin is starting to see lower lows. See that? It's just lower lows on Fartcoin. And that is unlike what the rest of the market is doing. So that's not a good look for Fartcoin. Lower lows. I don't think we're going to pump, Craig. I think there's still too much uncertainty, with all the tariff stuff going on, that'll keep things from really pumping. But it could be a good week. Yeah, not Dave Portnoy. If he won, then everyone would say it was rigged. So he's not going to win. Daniel, 10.5, 11.5 cents. Why? Why? That's a huge drop from here. Hey, I'm not bad-mouthing gold. I'm just saying you're going to outperform gold with Bitcoin and Dogecoin. It's going to continue to outperform gold. So nice to have a little gold in your portfolio to, help even things out. Sure. Have some gold, but don't go all in on gold and not have crypto. I have not been buying gold. I've been buying crypto and some stocks, playing with some stocks, but crypto is how I got this house. I wouldn't have had this house if I had just bought gold. I wouldn't be here. Right. Bitcoin, Tesla, Doge will all outperform gold. But have a little exposure to gold? Sure. I need it. D. I need that gold. Well, the big news today, House of Doge, again, the future of Dogecoin is incredible. And I love the architecture reference. To build an incredible skyscraper, you need the strongest foundation. So that's what House of Doge is doing. We'll see what more great news we get in this coming week. Dogecoin holding well in the 16s. We'll see if that continues. Hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.